Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Tonight's video is going to be an event recap of Autumn Oaks. I really had a good time and I enjoyed meeting a lot of you guys there. And if you couldn't make it down to Autumn Oaks this year, I hope this video does a good job of making you feel like you were there and kind of show you guys what it's all about. And the first thing you'll see in this video is the media center they had set up in the one building at Autumn Oaks. And this is where they did the hunt registrations and everything. They had a media area where all the different podcasts and people in the coon hunting world and the media side of things were all set up, and they had booths set up where they conducted podcasts and did interviews and got to meet everyone. So that was really a nice thing UKC did and gave us all a chance to meet all of you guys. I hope you enjoy this video, and to start off with, we'll start with a word from Alan Gingrich and get to know some of the other people in the media center.
All right, so we're sitting here with Alan Gingrich of UKC, and I just want to stop and talk to him and see how the hunt's going so far.
Hunts are going great. We started last night with the dual national championship last night, and we hunted under 100 dogs. We take up to 100 for it, but we were a little under that last night. But we had some good hunts, and I just talked to the master hounds, and they didn't even have a question.
That's good.
Yeah. So and then the slam hunts all week, they've been awesome.
Good. So is this pretty consistent then with entry-wise?
Entry-wise, our numbers are really good this year, and honestly, I'm really surprised, particularly to see how good they are. You know?
Yeah.
So everything considered, so yeah, numbers are great.
That's why I just walking around looking. There's a lot more vendors here than normal, and there's a lot of people out there today. Yesterday was a little slow, but Thursday always kind of is. Friday there's a lot of people.
It'll start picking up this afternoon here on Friday, and tomorrow morning. This time tomorrow will be busy.
I bet. Yeah. Well, I'll let you get back to work, and thanks for stopping in.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Guys, this weekend, their name is going to go into that hat for each night, man, for this.
I'm here with Steve Fielder at Autumn Oaks. You want to tell me about your experience this year, how it's been going?
Oh man, Clayton, it's good to see you. First of all, I'll tell you, I really enjoy your videos.
Thank you.
You do a great job. Oh yeah, we're having a good time this year. I missed the COVID year, 2 years, right? And then I was back at last year over in the vendor barn with American Coon Magazine. UKC made available this media area here, which has been great. So basically what I'm doing, just hanging out and talking to folks. We've recorded several already for future podcasts and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's good. I keep thinking I'm going to get out and do the thing, go through the vendor barns, and see what I can't live without, all that.
Yeah.
But I haven't got to do that yet, but we'll get her done.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
So how long have you been coming to Autumn Oaks?
Well, my first experience with Autumn Oaks was probably back in the early 70s. And then, of course, when I went to work, and that's when it was in Greencastle, Indiana. And I remember a group of guys from back home. We came together and stayed in one of the little motels there as you go into the town of Greencastle. And I remember walking across the street and getting breakfast across from the fairgrounds, and a restaurant there that was just totally full of coon hunters. You couldn't pack another coon hunter in there if you wanted to. And it was just such a great experience. Work and things didn't let me, until 1983, and that's when I went to work full-time at UKC. Okay. So then Autumn Oaks became my job,
right?
So that first one that they had scheduled for that year, they already scheduled it for was in Oak Harbor, Ohio. Okay. And then from there, we came in 1984 to Jasper, Indiana for the 25th anniversary homecoming to Indiana, they called it. And so we were there at Jasper, then we moved to Logansport, and then we brought it here to Richmond.
Do you remember what year they brought it to Richmond?
Let's see. I'm going to have to guess, because if we were at Jasper for 2 years, and then we went to Logansport. I think we were there 1 or 2 years. And then, let's see, it'd be 83, 84, maybe Jasper 85, Logansport maybe. It's going to be around 87 or 88, something like that. Yeah.
So
and it's been here ever since.
Yeah. How have you seen it change over the years?
Oh yeah, there's quite a few changes. If you I'm sure you've probably videoed some of this video here. We're in the Coleman Center. Now that was the only major building on the grounds. There were the open-sided barns where we had the bench show, and they're kind of like dog barns now down there. And we didn't have the enclosed vendor areas and stuff. And everything was right here in this building. On the opposite end of the building was a big stage where the overhead door is there now. Okay. And on one side was the kitchen, the other side we had just rows of seating and all that. So everything was conducted right here in this one building. Yeah. And then we decided to do a breeder showcase where the guys could showcase their stud dogs and their banners. And back in that day, that was a big thing. Internet's kind of taken that all away, But there was a time when you were, you came to Automotes to see all the popular stud dogs and all that. So what we did, we started a breeder's showcase area, and right out the door, we got circus tent and put them out there and divided them up into booth areas and tables. And so that operated a while. And then the fairgrounds decided to build this big Tom Raper Center.
Yeah, that's nice.
And where they have the bench shows and everything now, so that was a whole different deal. But that came along right after I left UKC and went to PKC in 1998. Well, just, it's great. Automotes, I named it the event where history's made when I was with UKC, and I always thought that was appropriate because there's been so many great dogs that come on these fairgrounds, over the years. I was really proud being a plot guy that the very first Automotes was won by a plot named Pioneer Drum, Dale Brandenburg. That was back in 1960. And I got a picture that my dad took a drum and Dale Brandenburg at Plot Days, which just happened to be the first part of September, right after Automotes, right after he'd won that. So that's cool, but just the history of this place. That's the thing, Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. It was a good meeting you finally and talking to you.
Oh, my pleasure, Clayton. Yeah. Keep up the good work, brother. We're watching.
All right. Thank you.
We'll have that posted here shortly. I can tell you how many casts we have.
Yeah, for the 105.
This is where it used to be.
You guys want to introduce yourself and tell us about the podcast?
I'm Daniel Feldman, and Dustin Faulkner. I'm Ryan Jones. As far as the podcast goes, man, I really like coon hunting, but I really like listening to creepy stories or things that happen in the woods at night, so it just kind of wanted to track down creepy coon hunt stories, whether they just anything like unexplainable stuff that's happened, whether it's cryptids, weird graveyard stuff, anything like that, and then we kind of add a little bit of our own unique comedy and banter back and forth between ourselves. And I don't know, I feel like it's a pretty good combination. It seems to be working so far. Yeah, I say they like it. I mean, even the people that they'll tell us, I think some of them people's full of crap, stuff like that. And I'm like, well, you was entertained enough that you listen again to the next one. So that's what I really want out of it, really. Keep people entertained enough to come back. Listen to a bunch of rednecks talk about creepy coon hunts.
You said this is your first Automotes, you guys. What do you think so far?
Man, it's super laid back. Everybody camping, just kind of all outdoors, a lot different from what we're used to.
Yeah.
Very laid back. We love it.
I look forward to this event every year. It's not too far of a drive for me, and it's just something you can come down with your family and just relax. Every person you meet is like you. You're going to talk coon dogs. They even have squirrel dogs out there too. So it's just a good time. And if you need anything hunting wise, if you have money, you can find it. You'll find it.
You're fine. Yeah. I've walked through a couple different times, and I mean, you got all your basic stuff. But there's something about it. It's just, I've seen the same color 5 different times, 5 different vendors, and it's like, oh hell, I'm still gonna look at it.
That's the other good thing about there's all these vendors here. So if you want to actually see it in person and compare, you can do that instead of just buying online. You can actually feel it and see how it's made, kind of test it out first a little bit. So is there anything else you want to guys add to this interview?
I don't know. I'm loving it. I'm thinking this might be an annual event. I don't know how they feel, but I feel like I might be making this trip. Hopefully they will be.
Yeah, hopefully they have a UKC has this too. It'll be good exposure for them, and it's good for people that watch it and listen to us now, to actually get to meet us in person.
That's
Oh yeah, man, I'm thrilled to meet you, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I done watched all your videos, man.
Thanks for doing this interview, and hope you have fun the rest of the time here.
Appreciate it, man.
So we're here with Ben Sheets of Tree Talking Media, and he said this is his first time here, so I just wanted to talk to him a little bit and get your first thoughts of kind of what it is.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of vendors, a lot of dogs. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely different than anything I've ever been to.
Yeah, as from the things I've been to, it has everything. Like there's a random chair out there for sale. Someone's selling furniture. You can buy. They have like the laser engraved coffee mugs. They got any coon hunting related squirrel. They got coon dogs, squirrel dogs.
Yeah, I saw some mountain cur puppies.
Some Feist, some mountain curs, about every breed. We saw some German shepherds for sale the other day too.
So, everything.
Yeah. But it definitely has a coon hunting focus.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There is camping here too, so if you come here, you can camp and stay for a few days.
I would have realized. Like I knew they had campers, but I didn't realize like tent camping and all that. Like,
oh yeah.
Stay on site.
Yeah. I've camped here before in a tent and a camper. This year we're in a hotel, but it's neat. My cousin bought a camper last year. He had a golf cart, so it's nice. You can walk around.
All kinds of golf carts.
Yeah, you can just drive around and if anyone coon hunts at all, they're usually here, so you can meet a lot of people and talk. Or if they're stud dogs, you can see the dogs in person too.
It's very interesting, that's for sure. Like this is big center, and I'm excited to see the night.
Yeah. So, last night they draw out the cast in here. There's quite a few people in here.
Okay.
So think you'll come back again probably?
Oh, probably, yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Nah.
All right. Sounds good. So I'm here at Autumn Oaks with Cody Glancy of Kentucky Cooner.
So, ma'am,
how's it going so far?
good to meet you again. Excited to see all these podcasts going.
Yeah.
It's been a good time.
You're at the Doctor booth today?
Yeah.
That been going pretty good?
Yeah, a lot of interest.
Yeah.
You're using the Pathfinder too now.
Yep.
What do you think of it?
Pretty good. I like it. Like both the 1 and the 2 get good use out of both of them.
And man.
How long you been coming to Autumn Oaks?
This is my 5th year with Doctor. I probably came 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah, I've been coming since I was a little kid, honestly, with Dad. Usually they have dog boxes for sale over there too. I can see those people.
The dog boxes are in that building.
Yeah.
Big building.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. Feels a lot better today. It's not as hot.
What's your plans for your YouTube channel coming up?
I'm going to try and get with Scott Engel and go hunting with Echo and have that Big Lee video, that English dog coming out, and Kevin Cable and Money in the Bank. Some of the next dogs.
I cannot wait to see them.
Yeah, there'll be some good ones.
Yeah, it'll be real good.
Hope you enjoy your time.
You too, man.
Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, you too.
And while you're at Autumn Oaks, you can also go next door to the next building and check out the dog show.
I know, yes, I know.
are Grand River Song.
And once you're done checking out the dog show, they have vendors set up with all sorts of different food and coon hunting items, and just about anything you could possibly need, they have it there.
How far is this for you?
Hey, buddy. So you just want to tell me a little bit about your new light?
Yeah. So I got the new Genesis Plus. It's the updated version of the Genesis, which we've been doing for a few years. A lot of guys like it. It's very durable. We got the laser, added the laser, has red walk light, a little brighter walk light. It has the green laser and the same battery, about 3 hours on high burn time, and about 15 to 20 hours on the walk light on high. And it's the same great spot, the natural light on the spot, which gives you not as harsh light, so it gives you able to spot the coon better. So yeah, it's lightweight, only 20 ounces on the bump cap. It's a very great durable light, and it'll definitely. I'm excited to introduce it, and excited to see what guys think about it.
Thank you.
Yep.
And what makes this event different than other events, in my opinion, is the family atmosphere about it. Most people gather all over the country to Richmond to share this experience, and they have a campground there where people can camp all week, and people also stay at the hotels, and you can rent golf carts there and just hang out and meet a lot of people. And while you're there, there's lots of big name stud dogs, so it's a great chance to meet some of these people that you might have seen in my videos, and also check out some of the dogs in person. So while I was at Autumn Oaks, I decided to stop with some of the familiar faces that you guys will recognize, and stop and talk with them and see how their hunts were going.
The dogs?
Yeah, I got it.
Coon gave me 4 of them.
Yeah, I got it.
So how you guys been doing down here?
Good.
Luck?
Do what?
Yeah, gonna go to Bryant tonight. Try our luck, see what happens.
Who are you hunting?
Lone Pine Patty
Okay.
off of Muscle Track. Thanks, buddy.
How you doing?
Not too bad, are you?
Good. You hunting tonight?
Oh yeah, great nights. Lou's little pet.
Hunting pack?
Yep.
Alright, sounds good. Good luck.
You too, buddy.
Well, we took him home.
So who you hunting tonight?
I'm gonna hunt Scar.
She been looking pretty good?
Well, she's been looking pretty good up until Wednesday night. We fell off, so hopefully she got it out of her system.
Alright, good luck. Hope you guys do well.
Alright, appreciate it.
Hey, buddy. So here with Birchall Davis and Frogger. So how's Autumn Oaks going for you?
Going great, busy.
Yeah, there's
Very
a
busy.
lot of people here.
Yep, lots of people coming by.
Do you have any plans for him coming up?
We're going to hunt him at the PKC World Hunt, and then he's retired. Going to go to live breeding him right after that. And going to kind of start pushing his pups. Got a couple nice 1-year-old females out of him, and several more up and comers.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
So how you doing today?
Great.
You enjoying Autumn Oaks?
Oh yeah, it's a good time. Every year it is.
You go hunting last night?
Yep.
You have any luck?
Yeah, I hunted Blackie in the dual champions hunt. She won her cast. She had 400 plus. Looked pretty good.
You hunting again tonight? Or?
Yeah, we're going to hunt Poncho, and Brad's going to hunt Cardi B. So we'll try our luck.
Well, good luck. Hope you guys do well.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm Chris Harley. I live in Cameron, South Carolina. I own Big Lee. Been hunting since he was about 16 months old.
So did you get him when he's a puppy, or did you get him when he's older? Or?
No, I bought Lee when he was about 16 months old from Randall Powell. I had a female at the time, and I bred her to JR. And Alan Shore was telling me about this dog he had named Big Lee, named Lee. And we started talking a lot about pedigrees, and coming to find out, when I was 14 years old, I hunted with some of Lee's ancestors on the bottom side. And so I told Randall Powell I really was interested in Lee if he ever got rid of him. And he was hunting Cracker Jack at the time. So he called me up one day and asked me if I was still interested, and I said, yeah, I'm still interested. So I bought him, and he came to my house from Texas.
So did you competition hunt him right away, or did you pleasure hunt him first? Or
we put him in a $30 hunt a couple months after I had him. We don't hunt much during the summertime at home, and it was getting late spring, early summer. We put him in a competition hunt. Tad Timmons, he got a win on him in his first $30 hunt he was ever in. And I sent him up to Kentucky to a friend of mine, and he hunted him through the summer for me, just pleasure hunting. And when I got him back, that's when we started really pushing the hunts that fall of 2020.
Okay. You want to list some of his wins for us?
Yeah, I'd love to. We won Saturday night, high score in English, 1,025 points, or high scoring overall dog, 1,025 points at the Grand American in 2021. That was a big win for us. I hunted him in a warm-up hunt that week, and he hurt his foot. And so I chose to not hunt him that Friday night. And you know, at the Grand American, you have to be a double cast winner to even qualify for the overall hunt. So I chose to not hunt him that Friday night at all. And then Saturday night, he scored 1,025 points. So this past year, 2022 Grand American, we got 4th place, 850 plus. He's won at Nationals. He's been a double cast winner at Nationals, double cast winner at PKC World, PKC Nationals, Super Stakes. We got into the semifinals at the World Hunt. I think it was in 2021. Yeah, and we won the English breed leader in 2020. And in the same year, we finished 2nd in the South Carolina State Top 16 as the overall leader. So,
have you bred him much?
You know, when we were doing a lot of winning in 2020, he was 2-3 years old. A lot of people wanted to breed, and I started venturing out into the AI world. And I had some struggles there and some learning with myself. But we've started breeding him, live breeding him, and he's got some pups on the ground. Not a whole lot, but we're getting some good pups on the ground.
Good.
But pedigree-wise, on his bottom side, I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
I found in my closet. I was 1999. I was 14 years old, and there was a local guy that had a really nice English dog named Royal Air, and they bred Royal Air. One of his females to a dog named Stono River Rocky Amos Jr., owned by Urban Commodore. And his name was Rocky Amos Jr. because he was Rocky and Bluegrass Amos. And then at that time in the 90s was a big cross. And so, and actually I bought my first English pup ever when I was 14, and she was off of Stono River Rocky Amos Jr. So that produced a dog named Old Dan. And Old Dan, he was a local, well-known Grand Night champion coon dog, 100% just all coon dog. He never went out into a lot of big hunts or anything, just Grand American and stayed local. But so they bred a female off of him to Stono River Zeb, which was direct off of Briar Creek Zeb, and that produced Lee's mom, Caddy. So that's how I, trace back through his bottom side on his pedigree.
So do you have any big hunts coming up with him, or?
We have an entry for tonight. We'll see how it goes tonight. My plan is to finish him to platinum, PKC Platinum champion. He's a gold champion. He doesn't lack much to be gold, but we want to finish out the gold, and I have a goal to win the Grand American.
Yeah. It sounds like you've been putting up some pretty good scores there. So
We've been close, real close every time. You know, this past year, 2022 Grand American, we actually had a dead cat. We scored on a bunch of coons, and then it just things went downhill, and we ended up having a dead cast Friday night. But at any rate, Saturday night we put up 850. So it works out.
Yeah. Do you have any pups off of him right now?
I do. There's I own a female on house with my cousin, Hissy Fit, and she's a pretty nice young dog. There's another nice local dog named Ruby. She's doing real good. You know, we got a couple guys that's putting a lot of time into the pups, and that's what it takes. I think there's a guy, Chad Nay and Tucker Stein. They have a nice one they're pushing now. Lee Hatton has a nice one. You know, it's just trying to get the right pups in the right people's hands and keep pushing them. So I have a litter off of the Dream female. She's in my truck, and they're about 4 months old. And I have big hopes for those pups. There's 4 in the litter, and I pretty much still have 3 of them. So you know, hopefully continue to get some nice pups.
Yeah. Have you always hunted just English dogs, or do you hunt?
I've hunted Walker dogs also. The first coon dog pup I ever purchased was an English pup, and the first dog I ever bought, older dog I've ever bought, she was a Walker dog. So Walker's an English.
What drew you to the English dogs?
Well, you know, it was just the first pup I'd ever had. Guy was making a run. I was young, 13, 14 years old, and the guy was going down to Urbans to get some pups, and I went. And it just so happened that a local guy, the guy who owned Royal Air, he was hunting English also, and then my cousin and I, we were hunting an awful lot with the dog named Hardwood Lightning. And Lightning was a cross breed. Back then they were single registered, but he was a half walker. He was a Coma bred walker and a Royal Air bred English. So, and he's probably the dog that stands out of my mind when I was younger as being a nice dog. So I was always drawn to English for that. I'd like to thank some people. I'd like to thank Tad Timmons, Jerry Hicks, Dylan Gray, Shane Wheat, Eric Emery, my parents, my wife, my kids. You know, a lot of hunts we've been to that none of them are close to South Carolina, really. So it's been a lot of long travels, and my wife stays home with the kids, and my dad, he always rides with me, and he gets in and goes with me. So all that's a big help. So it's been a long ride, and anybody else I missed, I appreciate all the help, hard work, helping us get where we are today.